Hello everyone, welcome to the channel, and today we're gonna showcase some obelisks. We're gonna do how to equip, manage, and spread the obelisks you have in your inventory, put them into PvP or PVE, make them separate for different category, and what you need to look at the obelisk before you're ready to equip it or upgrade it. Is any obelisk worth upgrading? No. Should you make an economy on your thing in front and start saving and doing the proper inventory management? Yes, because hard times are coming and you need to be ready and having obelisks for alliance conquest, for characters that you are not using actually, but you want to have them and test them, do some videos, play Shadowland. All the characters need to have a proccing obelisk to compete in Shadowland in high levels after level 50, let's say. And there is a lot of stuff I want to share with you. So yes, before we go through that, I want you to go now down below in the like button and smash it. Also subscribe to the channel and let me know down below in the description the last obelisk you had with the perfect roll and the perfect stats. And believe me, that's really hard to have. Okay, so before we go through that, we're gonna see what you want from every single obelisk you're going to use into your characters, what's the obelisk you want to have. And as you can see, my inventory is full of all these blessings, full of CDPs, but yes, don't care about that. I want you to care about the little symbols you're seeing here. Every single symbol that have a sword on it, that one means that the obelisk got the proc. The proc we're talking about on all of these videos, all this time long, in the roasting videos and in this kind of stuff. It's this little knife here or sword or whatever. This means that every time you're using your skills, you have 10% chance in your very next attack having 200 extra damage. Or let's say, 200 again, 200 again, 200 again. Oh my god, I have so good obelisks. What? Okay, 160. That's another proc. So whatever says activation rate 10%, whatever says, okay, misclick there, whatever says that's activation rate 10%, do this percent of damage is good for PvE. And I'm saying PvE, but there is an asterisk that we're gonna talk about that later. So the symbols you want to see is this one. And let me go and fix some other symbols that you want to look for every single time you're going into your inventory and the smartest way to upgrade them. Let's have some from the dimension mission thing. You can spend here tokens and get some obelisks and test your luck at least for some characters like Hulk. Double HP obelisk or custom gear appears to be the very best. But that's another story. Let's stack into the review we're doing here. Okay, I took a 6-star. So as soon as you get some obelisks, you're going here and you're going to see the weird symbols I was saying. The one symbol is this proc. And to be honest, if the gear is not 6-star, you don't care about these symbols. You care only for one symbol which is not here, and let me find one. Okay, I was lucky. I get one of these symbols. This symbol is the guard breaking unit symbol. So if you want to pick up an obelisk for PvP, you want 100% or 9900% this symbol into your character and into the obelisk you're gonna use, but you don't really want to be down. Okay, this is messing with. You're not gonna believe what just happened. I had to open 100,000 obelisks to find a single obelisk of the thing I was talking about. And the thing I was talking about is this: guard break immunity into the upper, the number one stat, the orange one. So you're going through them and lock this. You want to lock all the guard break immunity. And another one that it's really important, and depending on what you need in your account, of course. I mean, if you're missing ignore defense, okay, go there and do, but eventually you're gonna cap ignore defense. Something you can't cap is ignore dodge. So ignore dodge obelisks are really cool for PVE with having the proc I was showcasing you, and the for PvP is the one that has this little seed that has guard break immunity. The other symbol, it's a symbol that we're gonna talk after. It's invisible, as you can see. This invisible thing is the proc for PvP. So the best thing you want to have is an obelisk having the guard break immunity and the invisibility in the bottom. So that's why you're going through, when you manage to have a lot of custom gear, you're going and pick them up. You're picking the really good orange stats, like it's this one, let's say. And you are going with this specific one, you're locking it, and you're trying to go through it until the 6-star. After, you're looking for something that you can utilize again. So you're going through another obelisk. Okay, that was one shot. Invisibility 3 seconds. Ignore dodge, which is really nice for PvP also. And this is a ready obelisk to use for alliance conquest, for timeline battle, for alliance tournament. If you're lacking the CDPs, you can have this thing and do pretty much the same thing, you know. It's having, you know, guard break immunity. If you go through a CDP of authority, you're gonna find out that it's really similar. I mean, I have the guard break immunity, I have the invisibility proc, I'm missing the accumulation on the damage here and the extra damage you're doing and the critical damage, of course, but pretty much it's a sailed, you know how it's called, a light version of a CDP of authority. So that's why you're doing that. You're stacking up obelisks that you could utilize in your whole roster, and the smartest thing to do is the guard break immunity leadership, guard break immunity orange stat, I mean, or ignore dodge. After that, after ignore dodge, the second really important stat you want to rise every single time is critical damage. In the most account, we are lacking critical damage because it's like 30% that you have to cap from your stats, and most of the times, you know, you're missing critical damage. Critical rate, you're getting some buffs through the character, so critical damage, it's more important. And ignore dodge and critical damage and having a proc, it's like copying a CDP of energy. If you go through my obelisks, let's see, let's say this one. Oh, let's go through something with critical. Okay, let's pretend this obelisk. Yeah, this one. Ignore dodge 200% proc. That's perfect for PvE, and especially for World Boss Legend, because World Boss Legend need ignore dodge, and you need like something like 80% to 100%. Sorry, X-Thanos, I can't right now. So 29%, it's really nice having, and the 200 proc, it's really important to have every single time. So let's recap now, and let's see what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is that the only way to have value through your inventory is holding only and doing 6-star the obelisk that perhaps gonna have value in the future. You have to go and find the ones that you need, the ones with garbage, but don't do the mistake, see the symbol here and go through this, because the orange stat is the cold damage. Cold damage is another cool ability. Yeah, I know, the cold is cool, okay. Cool. And as it is lighting damage for Thor, you know that some characters using the elements like this one, as it says here, it's lighting damage. So if you go through your obelisks and find a lighting damage 200 proc, that's really nice for a character like Thor. The same way with cold damage for Luna, mind damage is really cool for Super Giant, and there is some obelisks that you could utilize them like that. To have a third stat is a wet dream. I mean, if you have the guard break immunity and the invisibility proc for PvP, it's enough. The third stat, it's something you want to have, but it's luxury, you know. The hard thing to get is the guard break immunity and the invisibility. Having ignored dodge for PvP is bad? No way, it's really cool. So yes, that's how I feel like I want to share that, because when I'm doing the roasting videos and people seeing me saying why you didn't take this off proc, why you didn't take the other proc. And yes, I want to say what to choose so I can go through and tell you what not to choose, because I'm seeing a lot with my eyes and they hurt. I mean, there is other ways you can build your obelisk, like take a max HP obelisk with orange stat and go find a second, you know, roll it over and over and having double HP, max HP. It's the best obelisk for our boy Hulk. But in the end, for the most of the characters for PvP, guard break immunity is a must, and for PvE the proc, and also this invisibility. In some special cases, you can utilize a guard break immunity and a proc. There is some characters out there, and it's the like characters like Blue Dragon, War Tiger, and all these Power Ranger guys. That the defenders, oh no, it's not the defenders, what, warriors of the sky, basically, yes. When they die, immediately they revive, and they revive with their awaken ready. So if there is a character out there, I can't really remember, I feel like it's one more, it's Corvus for sure, yeah. Corvus and the warriors of the sky can utilize a guard break immunity proc, which is really similar with a CDP of destruction. And what this thing is doing, whenever they are popping out their awaken, as soon as they revive, they are dropping their awaken skill with a guard break immunity and a proc. Your awaken, it's guaranteed that it's gonna drop first, because that's why guard break immunity doing. Makes your character do gives the first punch. If there is some characters that having special guard break immunity in their kit, and in this character you don't really need the guard break immunity, like Adam Warlock, which can be used for PvP without an obelisk, because he got in his kit the guard break immunity, he got super armor basically, and also Carnage got guard break immunity in his artifact. So you don't really need a PvP obelisk or a CTP with him to participate. So I feel like the best way to do it is this one. The worst way to do it, what it is, it's to go here and say, oh my god, this heal, it's crazy. I'm gonna get this heal into my character and everything gonna be cool and I'm gonna play PvP. No, my boy, this is pretty garbage. There is some characters that could utilize heal, but it's really bad. This thing, it's out of we're not gonna talk about stuff like that. This thing, 230. Oh my god, Deathroof does know nothing. He say go and put the proc 200 proc and this thing gives me 230. No bro, this thing is not giving you nothing. It's completely garbage. Whatever looks like that, having anything like that, you want to throw it into the garbage bin. And yes, perhaps some stuff like this. Yeah, look at this stuff. It says immunity to web effect, which is pretty lame, but it got max HP and invisibility. So you can utilize on a character with super armor or guard break immunity, something like that. So your eyes have to drop into guard break immunity, proc, and after into this. If you see that, you want to check it a bit. You want to go through, look at this, lighting damage, and then, okay, who gonna utilize that? It's pretty lame, you know? Double poison damage. And a proc is really good for Greek Goblin Obelisk, because he got poison damage. So you're getting what you need to do in your inventory every single day you're playing the game. You have to go through, lock the ones that you can utilize in the future and upgrade only these. The rest don't really need to get upgraded. Don't spend your money, I mean the gold in the game, and your resources to build useless obelisks and go roll them to have roll your CTPs. Because with that way you're getting garbage and selling the garbage, garbage and selling the garbage. With that way, I'm saying you save the critical damage, the ignored dodge, and some elemental damage like fire, like gold, and make this or max HP. It's like 4 or 5 orange stats worth going 6 star. And after you go with that 6 star, you want to see, is there invisibility? Okay, it's passing. Is there proc? Okay, it's passing. And you're putting the one in for PvP, the other for PvE. So you can have always obelisks in your inventory. And if you want to test a character for PvP, you're not gonna drop a CTP of authority. You're gonna drop this thing here, because this thing, it's gonna give you like 70 to 60% the same result with the CTP of authority. But CTP of authority, it's gonna be on steroids, it's double the invisibility proc. You're gonna roll it over and over again, the CTPs. So this is a first flavor to see how the character looks like, and that's a really good way to test characters for PvP and PvE, and that's what I'm doing in my videos, at least for PvP, because I'm liking a lot of CTPs, a lot of regeneration CTPs. Okay, that was it about Obelisks, guys. Please don't make me see again that kind of disgusting view of the heal or this 290 energy attack. This is completely useless. Other people have tested that before, Alex and a lot of others. You don't need me to tell you that, but it's a friendly reminder for everyone who is asking me, who is sending me pictures with that kind of obelisks and tell me, why you're saying about 200 prong where I can have 290? No, bro, this thing is not working. See you in the next. I hope you enjoy. Let me know down below in the comments if you want to know something else about the obelisk. And yes, that was it. Kisses to everyone.